In the last couple of weeks, I have been exceptionally lucky to go to a couple of places in the world I never thought I would go. Today we are at the fantastic Lofferton Links, as you will see by the flyover. It's been a bit of a travel to get here, a couple of plane journeys, a 3-hour drive, all thank you to the guys at Ogio. So Ogio have got us out here today. We have used their travel bags and also I'm using their golf bag here today. But I'm out here testing a set of golf clubs for a 4-to pitching wedge that would set you back just £480. And for that price, it's not a bad start. And it's certainly been some journey out here, as you will see. We have seen some moose along the way, all the way on our 3-hour drive out here to Lofferton. And right now, it's currently 1 AM in the morning, so we are playing 24 hours worth of golf. But again, these affordable clubs are making golf ever so easy for me at an affordable price. The big question is, would you save money on your golf clubs to maybe come and play a golf course like this? That's something that I want you to get in the comments below with. Have you or would you rather spend your money on golf clubs and equipment, or would you rather go and play somewhere that you would never think you would get the chance to play at? Again, last week I was out in Arizona at PXG at the Scottsdale National Headquarters. This week we are in Norway, a country that I've never visited before. But so far, so good. And we're yet to get to a signature hole. And on the putting green now, using those clubs. So again, a 4-iron off the tee, a pitching wedge into the green. They are hollow body clubs. They are a direct consumer brand, as you would probably expect. But I'm currently using a putter now that is probably worth 6 times what a full set 4-to pitching wedge would cost you. But that's another club we are going to be reviewing whilst we're out here at Lofferton. That's an easy par. Let's move on to that signature hole. And now it is a little bit cold out here at 1 AM, but the irons obviously that we are talking about are the Kirkland signature irons. So we know in TaylorMade, or we know in America, that TaylorMade were, or maybe still are, suing Kirkland for these irons. So again, the design in there are exactly what they say in the tin. So far, performing well. Let's have a look at them. And I'm sure you've all seen these time and time again. We know they say they've got a tungsten weight in the end. We have got a hollow body design. We know that they come with premium components. So again, elevate shaft in here, stiff flex. You can also get that in regular flex. And also a Lampkin grip right there. But how is it going to do on the signature hole here at Lofferton Links, hole number 2? So the hole here is playing 140 yards, a little bit downhill and into a little bit of a breeze off the left. So I've got 8-iron here, and like I say, £480 for these. The putter I've got in there is from Titleist, and it is a Tour Edition putter, which would cost you, if you look online, probably around about £3,000. A little bit more expensive. But the big question is a £3,000 putter going to help me, or is a £500 set of golf clubs going to do just that? I've hit the green there on this tough hole, setting myself up a chance to get a birdie. So again, not the most expensive clubs, maybe not going to be around forever depending on how the lawsuit goes, but what are you spending on your clubs? Are you somebody going maybe for Cali, maybe someone going for Tacoma like mid-handicap Dave? Again, price points, we are getting premium shafts, we are getting premium components, and we're also getting the design that we see out there. We are getting hollow body designs now, we are getting CBs, we are getting MBs coming out from these companies at a more affordable price. But do we obviously take a little bit of a risk, maybe not being able to get as many shaft options? After all, a lot of stuff being on the channel recently has been about getting the correct shaft in your clubs. Again, in Arizona, I did go for the first fitting that I've had that's going to be on the channel soon. I did get fitted for some new irons, also a new driver, fairway, woods and wedges. Actually, a full bag. I did get a putter as well. All to come on the channel. So obviously they're a total different price point from PXG. High end, going to cost you nearly £1,000 more. Am I going to get more performance out of that, or is it the case of that we're just getting more options? We're getting more shaft options, we're getting more grip options, and we're also then going through that fitting process and making sure we've got the right lie angle and loft on those clubs, because we certainly can't do that with these Kirklands right here. We have to buy them off the shelf. Again, we can get wedges to match in there, but are we taking a bit of a risk and maybe not helping our game by doing that? And as you join me on what is one of the most iconic walks in golf at the moment here at Lofferton Links, all the way across the sands and up onto the green, we've got to think about it. What are we spending on our golf clubs? What kind of performance are we expecting? I want you to comment below with how much difference do you think the money would make if you'd gone for maybe TaylorMade's P770s, which is a sore point maybe with these irons? Do you think you'll get much more out of them? What are you going to see an improvement on? Is it overall build quality? Are you thinking that you're going to get clubs that look a little bit better, that they're not going to fall to pieces? Or is it maybe that you're going to get more forgiveness because there's more technology in them at that price? Or maybe you don't think there's going to be much difference at all that's going to affect your game. So would you go for these? And if you have got some Kirkland iron, guys, or any direct-to-consumer irons, how are you finding them? Are you enjoying those? Have you kept them in the bag for a long time? Are you keeping them in the bag? Or are you looking to change? As you can see here in the Arctic Circle, we've certainly got some different weather. Not only that it's still fine to play golf at 1 AM in the morning, but also we've had all elements today. On this hole certainly we've gone from hitting a pitching wedge all the way up to a 6-iron in a matter of hours. But it's another par. Using a Tour Edition Scotty Cameron, so they couldn't be more far apart in price. Now, one thing that other direct-to-consumer brands are happy to do, such as Tacoma and Cali, is tell you again what maybe you might miss out on. Again, for the price, we know that you are potentially saving £500, £600, maybe even up to £1,000 if you're looking at maybe, let's say, PXG. But they do tell you that maybe the off-centered hits are a little bit more inconsistent, or you might find somewhere on the face that does have variable thickness, but they might come off a little bit hotter in certain areas. So your front to back dispersion maybe a little bit more out. So you might get a, let's say, a 7-iron that goes 150 on a good strike. You might get then one that jumps up to 165. But again, an off-centered hit, you might see it drop down to 135. Whereas, let's say, with your TaylorMade's, PXG's, Pings, Callaways, you might start to see that your front to back dispersion is only maybe 10 yards, and that's where you can start to control it. But what a fantastic hole here, the third hole here at Lofferton Links. A very tricky par 4, especially from this back tee. Certainly needs a good drive to get us down there. Launch nice and high, solid strike there. But is that because I've got a premium driver? And this is where obviously certain companies such as My Golf Spy have done a lot of in-depth testing with this. So hitting thousands and thousands of shots and starting to see the dispersion patterns. And this is what I want to do. I want to put this against maybe, let's say, a Cali or a Tacoma, which are again direct to consumer, and then put it against a TaylorMade. Maybe get mid-handicap Dave testing these out and seeing how he does with these. Is he getting a different launch? Is he getting a different feel? But more importantly, what consistency does he get? What numbers do we see? Do we see differences in spin rate? Do we see differences in that front to back dispersion? What do you think? Again, what have you found if you do have these clubs? Have you seen a massive difference? Did you have to get rid of them because you couldn't get on with them? Again, getting those comments below, that's what I want to know. For me, I've really enjoyed them. They've made it so far so easy on these 2 holes to get 2 pars. Can I finish with another par here on this par 4 at the fantastic Lofferton Links? It's certainly a random mixing here of expensive and maybe more affordable. Tacoma fairway wood in there, Kirkland irons, a tour only putter, and again, the brand new QI10 with a premium shaft in there. So where do you spend your money? Are you somebody who spends more money on your irons, a club maybe that you hit a little bit more? Do you spend it on your putter? I'm going to say that is the 0.1% of people who spend more money on their putter than anything else. Or is it still your driver that is where you spend all of your money? Again here, final shot in here, and I've got an 8-iron. Let's see what this 8-iron can do. Hit a good shot on the lash from 140. What can it do here? Again, so easy to launch. Exactly what you're expecting from a hollow body club. And that has pitched pin high just to the right of the flag. Another chance there. Ever so easy to hit. And for me, if they're easy to hit, that fills me with confidence. I don't feel like I'm having to try out here. And if that's going to help me hit more greens, if that's going to help you hit more greens, then that's potentially going to lower your scores. So after all, that's what you've got to think. What are the clubs doing for you? Very hard when you can't test them. But if you're getting into golf, or you know pretty much what your swing is and you are pretty neutral and you can get a standard loft and line, a standard shaft, then again, these could be an absolute steal and get you playing golf courses like this one. And like I said there, guys, it's another birdie chance. Can we get one to roll in with tour only putter? The clubs like that, the Kirklands, the hollow body clubs, ever so easy to hit. A lot more people should be using them, including myself. I should probably have a set of these because it's been very easy to get out here now. Trying to hit something that maybe you don't get on with, or you have to be swinging it at your best all the time, is not going to help you. If you can get something even when you're not swinging it the best, which I'm not at the moment, especially after all the travel to get out here to Lofton Links, then maybe something like this is going to make it a lot more enjoyable. Stay up. Not quite. But that's 3 pars, guys. That's pretty easy golf with affordable clubs, with expensive clubs. Which end of the spectrum are you? And would you like to play this fantastic course in the Arctic Circle in Norway?